Alright, what is up YouTube? Fitzy here back at you with another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 3 builds in NBA 2K21. Now this video is going to be helpful for all you guards and centers out there, so this doesn't matter what type of position you play, you guys are going to be able to make this build. And I'm not sure how these are going to be in next gen, but I know that as of now in NBA 2K21 current gen, these are the best builds of the game. Now the reason I'm making this video is simply because a lot of you guys in my streams have just been asking me what builds to make, and I've been seeing a lot of people are starting to make their second build or their third build right about now. So I want to go ahead and make this video for you guys, just so you can kind of see a few different options that you could go with, you know, for the next build that you're going to make, because there's some good ones.
If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
So I'm going to start it off with the guard build, and then I have 2 power forward builds that are totally different, but I'm going to first start off with the guard build. So we're going to go ahead and make him a point forward. I'm going to make him left-handed, and then jersey number doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go 23, and then we're going to go on and continue. So this is a point guard build. This is the most popular point guard build, but I'm going to make sure you guys are doing it correctly. This is the play shot build, and if you guys ever watch my streams, I'm a demon on the play shot. I cannot lie. My play shot's a goat, and, you know, I'm going to show you guys how to make them. So all these builds I'm going to be showing you, I have tested out before, and I agree that they are the best in the game, and they're probably the most popular, I'd say, in the game. So after you do that, you're going to go over to the skill breakdown. You're going to scroll down to the shooting and playmaking pie chart. It's the one that's orange and green. You're going to go ahead and choose that one. That way we get Hall of Fame playmaking and we get Hall of Fame shooting. After that, we got the physical profile, which we're going to go ahead and pick the first one because it gives us the best speed and acceleration, which, you know, other you know, builds, which, you know, other pie charts have no effect on, like, you know, strength doesn't really matter, vertical doesn't really matter for your guard. So make the speed and acceleration the max. 87 speed, 86 excel, that's good for a base. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get on to our shooting and playmaking, defensive rebounding, finishing attribute upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and max out our shooting first, just so we get some shooting badges. So we're going to go ahead, and we don't need 25, honestly. I think 24 will do. So just take some off until you're at 24. So right there. So we'll have 297 attributes remaining. We got to max out our ball handling. We got to max out our pass accuracy as well. Now, if you want, you can do 24 playmaking. We're going to see how that goes. I'll leave it at 24 playmaking for now. But we're going to max out our perimeter defense, auto quickness, steal. We're going to max out our offensive rebound and defensive rebound just so we get those extra badge points. And then I'm going to see what gives us more. If we go, yeah, we could do that. So we get 10 defensive and rebounding badges. Now, we're only going to get 1 finishing badge no matter what. So I'm just going to add it to the driving dunk a little bit. No matter what, you're not going to be driving as much with this layup, and believe it or not, a 52 layup is more than enough to be able to make, you know, consistent layups. In a 38 dunk, once that goes up, you know, you're going to be able to still dunk with it, don't worry, but it's not that big of a deal. So go ahead, and we're going to continue on with that. 24 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 10 defensive rebounding. The best badge layout you could use with this build, and I wish I made my build more like this. For the height, you're not going to want to go down, that's for sure, because you're just going to lose a lot of stuff. You're going to want to keep it at 6'3". That's like the sweet spot for this build. So go ahead and keep him 6'3". Then we have the weight. Now for the weight, you're going to want to put it all the way down. You want the most speed that you can get out of it. That's going to give you 90 speed and 89 excel. So that's definitely what you're going to want to do with this weight. And then you have the wingspan here. Now the wingspan, do not do this. Do not go and max out the wingspan. That's stupid. You're going to just want to minimize the wingspan so you get the highest amount of 3 you can get in ball handling as well. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, minimize the wingspan. Then we have our takeover. And, you know, I'm not even going to talk about the takeover. Pick up spot up shooter takeover. Shot creator takeover is not nearly as overpowered as the spot up shooter. So go ahead and choose that one. And you will see that we have went ahead and we have built a playmaking shot creator. So that's the first build. We're going to get into the next build now. And let's get right into it. Alright, so next up we have a center build for all of you centers out there. And, you know, if you already had a guard and you want to make a center like I did this year, you could go ahead and make this build. So LeBron fits my name. Power forward is the position. Do not make a center. I know it's a center build, does not mean you need to make him a center. The meta this year is not to be 7'3". It's to be around like the high 6 foot. So do not make him a center. Trust me. Unless you're trying to play 1v1 court and be cheesy with a 7'3" interior force, do not make a center. It is not worth it. So position, power forward. Handedness, when I play with centers, I like playing right-handed. If you like left-handed, it's up to you. I'm going to go right-handed because I like my centers right-handed when they're inside like this. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. And we're going to go over to the skill breakdown. Now, the skill breakdown is really up to you. in terms of how you want to make this. Now, if you want to make it like my build, you could go ahead and put the finishing as blue and the defensive rebounding as red. Now you're going to get a blue-red, and you're going to be able to dunk on people. You're going to be able to do all sorts of stuff with that. Now, I'm very happy with my Paint Beast build, and I think that it's a great build. So if you guys want to do that, I made a video on that a while ago. It's my Paint Beast build. Go check it out. But for me, I think the best thing you could do is put on the defensive rebounding. Now that I see how everyone else plays, definitely going to want to max out that defensive rebounding right there. And now we are going to go to the physical profile. So to make the physical profile, we're actually going to choose the one with the most agility and the most vertical. So we're going to get the one with 72 speed, and we're going to get the one with 84 vertical. So it's a pretty fast center. Now, strength you guys are going to see is a 64, but believe it or not, strength has nothing to do with your build this year. Strength doesn't really matter. The only time strength really comes into play is when you have your takeover. I know because my Paint Beast build personally has like high strength, and I wish I would have made him like this build, but he has high strength. So when he gets takeover, he just pushes people out of the way and grabs the board, which is always good. But then again, if you get takeover on this build, his vertical is insane, and you're just going to snag over people. So anyways, you're going to go ahead and choose this physical profile, and we're going to get into the badges here. I say get into the badges. I got to be slow. But anyways, let's get into the attributes. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this for you guys. So we're going to make an 84 close shot. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade our driving layup to like a 63. I'm going to make our driving dunk an 83. Our standing dunk, I'm going to make that an 83 as well. And I'm not going to touch the post hook. So we have 16 finishing right now. It's pretty good. And I mean, for the shooting, we're not touching the shooting because we're not going to be able to shoot on this build. What I will do is I'll mess with our pass accuracy, put it up to 67. I'll put the ball handling up to like we'll put it up to like 51, and I'll put the post moves up to 60. So we get 6 playmaking on this build as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to max out our interior defense. I'm going to max out our perimeter. I'm going to max out our lateral quickness, max out our steal. Actually, 1 down on the steal for that. And I'm going to max out our block, max out our offensive and defensive rebounding then. So we get our 30 defensive badges, 16 finishing, 6 playmaking, 1 shooting. Very, very, very good layout on the build. And we're going to go ahead and continue on with that. So we have the body build now. Now, body shape, do not make him defined. Do not make him compact. Do not make him slight. He is a big man, and that just looks weird. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Don't do that. If you're going to make a center, make him burly or built. Up to you. I'm going to make him burly for this because he is going to be a low weight, so it's going to make him less burly as he already is. So go ahead and make him burly. And then with the height, all right, so you guys see 6'9". Look at the physicals now. So we have him at 6'9". You guys see the physicals right there, 72 speed, 70, 84. We drop him down an inch, and watch this. Boom. 78 speed, 76 XL, 89 vertical. That's over a 90 vertical, over an 80 speed right now. Super, super fast. Now, you guys see we do take a hit to our offensive and defensive rebounding, but we'll get that back later. Do not worry. So go ahead, max out or make the height 6'8", and then we're going to get on to the weight. So the weight, we do not want him to be that heavy. This man is not, like, we are not trying to go for strength here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make him 190 pounds, okay? If we make him any lower, you know, it's bad. So we just want to make sure we get that driving dunk right there to an 86. So go ahead and make him 190 pounds. After you make him 190 pounds, just go ahead and you're going to get to the wingspan. Now watch this. Watch this, guys. You guys see the defensive rebounding? You see how it's 86, 88? Nah. We got to move that up, and you guys will see we have a 93 and 91 offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding. Crazy stats. We have a 94 standing dunk now, plus 12. That's crazy. We have an 89 driving dunk. You're going to be able to get lots of contact dunks with this, and you're going to be able to continue on now. And we're going to go ahead, finish this build off with the glass cleaning takeover, and then you will see we have built a glass cleaning finisher. Trust me, this is the best center build in the game currently. I wouldn't steer you guys wrong. So if you guys want to go ahead and try this out, go ahead and make this build. I promise you guys, best build in the game, 4 centers, no question. All right, so now we are on to the last build, and this is the stretch 4 build. Now, the stretch 4 is pretty much the stretch big from 2K17, 2K18, 2K19. Any build that had any 2K that had stretch bigs in it, this is your best option if you like that stretch big type of playstyle, because it's a very good build. It's just not like as OP as it was in 17 and 18, like with the BB glitch and all that sort of stuff, but still like one of the most popular builds this year. So go ahead, first name, last name, position, we're gonna go ahead and make him power forward. Do not make him small forward. And then handedness, when I shoot, I like being left. If you like being right, you like being right, it's whatever. So doesn't matter the jersey number. We're gonna continue on here, and we're gonna get onto the skill breakdown. Now the skill breakdown, obviously it's a stretch big, so we're gonna go ahead and make him a shooting pie chart. That's the all green pie chart right here, and we're gonna go ahead and continue on now. So next up we have the physical profile. This is what determines our physicals. Now if you scroll through here, you're gonna see that the top one is the best one for speed. We'll get 65 speed with this, so go ahead and select that. Once you finish that, we're going to go ahead and, continue on with the attribute upgrades. So there's no point of touching anything on the finishing. Do not touch the finishing. Trust me, there's just no point. We're going to go ahead, though, and we're going to max out our mid-range, 3-point. We're going to max out our free throw, and we're going to max out our post fade. Honestly, I don't think we need a 95 post fade. I'm going to drop that down just a little bit because that's a little excessive in my opinion. So we're going to drop it down to 90 because you guys see we're going to have 30 either way. If we drop it down one more, you guys see why I did that. But anyways, playmaking, we're going to max out that so we get 71. We're going to max out our ball handling so we have 58. And we're going to max out our post moves so we have 14 playmaking badges. Alright, so lastly we got defense. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put our interior defense to 67. We're gonna put our perimeter defense to 60. Lateral quickness, we're gonna put that up to 60 as well. Steal, put it up to 62. Block, we're gonna put that up to 73. We're gonna put our offensive rebound to 59, and we're gonna put our defensive rebound up to 76. So that leaves us with 8 attribute upgrades remaining. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on our driving layup just to give us a little boost so we could have 50 driving layup. But other than that, you don't really need to touch anything. And you'll see we have 1 finishing, 30 shooting, 14 playmaking, and 10 defensive and rebounding bad. Now we're gonna go ahead and continue on to the body shape. Now the body shape doesn't matter what you want to do for this. It is like a guard type of play style, so you could really do whatever you want. I'm not making him burly. I'm gonna make him defined. I feel like that's the best thing to do for this. Alright, so we're on to the height now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop him down to 6'8". Now remember, you're going to be using this build as a guard. You're going to probably play it with centers. If you're playing with like an ISO build, you could obviously spot up with this. Like if one of your teammates or friends likes to ISO, you could spot up in the corner with this while he ISOs, but you're going to get assassinated by, the big man on the team. So I don't recommend doing this. I recommend running this build at guard for the best outcome. So height, gonna make him 6'8". That brings us to 70 speed because we want the most speed out of it. And then we're gonna go ahead and talk about the weight now. Bring the weight all the way down as well so we get a little bit more speed. You'll see we're up to 73 speed now with Gym Rat, 77 speed, almost 80. Go ahead and finish that off. And then wingspan, we're gonna lower the wingspan to 80 because you max it out, there's nothing good that comes out of that. You lower it, we get an over 93 point shot, so that's definitely what we're going to want to do. And then we're just going to continue on here. So you see you could choose your takeover, whatever, and you're not going to obviously go with the post scorer, you're going to go with the spot up shooter, and we're going to go ahead and continue on with that. And you will see we have created a stretch 4. So that is the last build of the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. We should be hitting 41k, if not today, tomorrow. So thank you guys for 41k in advance, or if I already hit it, thank you guys for 41k. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'm Fitzy, and I'll see you next time.
I get the red, I get the red, I get the bands. Give me the money, ain't fuck with nobody, I'm signing the slip. Give me the check, I'm running the clip. Ain't see me no more cause I'm bumping a perk and I'm out of the beds. I get the red, I get the red, I get the bands. Give me the money, ain't fuck with nobody, I'm signing the slip. Give me the check, I'm running the clip. Ain't see me no more cause I'm bumping a perk and I'm out of the beds. I see a lightless candle down the road.